Whoo, do we have a lot of acres to cover today. The word of the day is spray. Spray, spray, spray. So what we got going on is I have about, I think 300 acres to spray in this county. And then we got to make the move and move everything back to the home farm. And I've got about 100 acres that needs to be sprayed there. Maybe some more. I haven't looked real close up at the home farm yet. So we've got just a touch over 400 acres that needs to be sprayed today because they're talking rain all day tomorrow. So this is something that has to get done today. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. Alright, I'm gonna let that air up a minute. And the problem with spraying today is not an ideal day to spray. It's very humid, it's very hot, and it's only going to get hotter throughout the day, and the sun's beating down. So what's going to happen is, as it gets warmer in the day, anything above, I think it's 85 degrees, the plants kind of shut down, and they won't absorb the spray that we're spraying. But they will, however, as long as we don't get rain and the rain doesn't wash the spray off of the plants, when it cools down tonight and the plants start to get active again, it'll absorb the spray in there and kill it. But ideally what you want to do is spray the weeds while they're active. That way they're sucking the chemical in right away, and you don't have to worry about it not working effectively or efficiently. There's always ideal situations for everything, right? So like spraying, ideally you want the temperatures to be around 70 degrees, no wind, and it just rains, so the plants are very active. But you can't spray while the leaves are wet, because if there's dew on the leaves or rainwater on the leaves, it will dilute the solution that you're spraying, so it won't be working as effective either. So there's a lot of variables there to play with. It is a very, very warm day, that is for sure. I don't know, I've got the air blowing like crazy in here, so I'm hoping it doesn't overpower. Ooh, hey. You guys okay there? I mean, I got you on the alligator clip thing and you kind of fell. So maybe that's not a good spot to put you because of the fact that I was just crawling along. Now I gotta find a new place for you. Garbage. We are on a brief delay because of I'm going through my head of all the things I need to do and what needs to be done, and I forgot to turn the agitators on. And I loaded this sprayer last Friday, so like 4 or 5 days ago, thinking I was going to spray the next day, but rain showers popped up and it didn't. So what it happens is sometimes, not saying all the time, but sometimes the spray will separate from the water. So when you let it sit like this for a period of time, you need to start your agitators in the tank. And the agitators, basically what it does is it just stirs everything up and stirs it together. So I forgot to do that. Normally what I would do is start the machine, and while the machine's airing up and warming up, I'll let the agitators run. Well, I forgot to do that, and you know how it goes. So now we're waiting for it to agitate a little bit. We are spraying now. So I had a tick crawling up my leg a little bit ago. So I brushed it off, I killed it. Now, every time I get a little hair move or a string on my shorts wiggle, sits there and tickles my leg, I'm like, ooh, what is that? And then I'm looking. Yeah. So I'm a little on the gun shy side now on ticks. Garbage. I want to show you guys this. Look at this field. This field was no-tilled, and there's a lot of people out there that really push no-tilling. No-till this, no-till, no-till. No-till saves the environment. Well, this field was no-tilled 6 weeks ago, I think it was. And because we had such a big drought this spring, and actually we're still in a drought in theory. We've had a lot of rain the last few days, but it's still a drought. The beans just sat in the ground and rotted. They did not come up. And the reason why is when you no-till, basically you're slicing a V in the dirt, dropping the seed in there and pushing it, like squishing that channel back together. You don't get very good seed to soil contact. When you work the ground and it's all fluffy and the dirt is like, it's like a sandbox basically. When you go in and plant and cover them seeds back up, you got dirt touching, you have soil touching that seed all the way around it. So the seed, in order for it to germinate, needs that soil and the moisture to germinate. And don't get me wrong, we have no-tilled fields in the past and they've done great. This particular year, being how it was a drought and still a drought, no-till was not the way to go. There are a lot of farmers around the area that have this exact problem. And this problem is going to be an expensive problem. The fields that we no-tilled in total, the yield loss that we're going to get out of them is going to be well over $100,000 that we're going to be losing. And that's a significant amount of money. I mean, major. Like, that $100,000 would cover our fertilizer. Our fertilizer bill alone is $90,000. So this is a huge problem, and we are not the only farm experiencing this. This is all over the Midwest, Michigan, down south of us. I mean, it is all across the country has gotten a drought. So it's a huge problem this year. But at any rate, it is what it is, I guess is the best way to say it. And you just fight through it, tighten the belt up a little bit for next year, and hope next year's better. I mean, farming is a gamble. And yes, we do have crop insurance, but this is still a significant dent in the wallet. Crop insurance does not cover everything. There's a lot of misconceptions about crop insurance, and it's a lot like the insurance on your car. Yeah, if you total the car, you're going to get a big fat check, but you've been paying into that insurance for a long time. You still got to buy a new vehicle. It's not like you can wreck your vehicle and just get a new vehicle and won't cost you nothing. It's still going to cost you to buy a new vehicle. Just like this crop is still going to cost us regardless. Now, getting an insurance check is going to cover our expenses for the most part. Not going to cover everything. That's why I say it's still going to cost us about $100 grand because of this drought. And a lot of farmers are in that boat, and some farmers don't have crop insurance to fall back on if need be. So they will be out even more. I did it again. I set the camera down and forgot where I put you. I apologize. Anyway, we're done with that county. I got everything moved back to this county up by the main farm. And right now we're going to spray one of the fields, one of the 2 fields that I need to spray before the rain tomorrow. This field we're going to spray is 63 acres, and then I've got another 20, I can't remember if it's 25 or 28 acres to spray. So it's almost 4 o'clock now. Now this field is what a bean field is supposed to look like. Got a lot of weeds on it, but we're taking care of that right now. So I'm in the last field of the day. And I told the wife, I'm like, yeah, I'll be home before 5, easy day, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I've got another hour or so to go here, and it's already 5:45. So, hon, sorry, I'm running a little late. Just a little bit. All right, I'm done. Done spraying for the day. I'm only an hour and a half late to getting home to the wife. Sorry, hon. But had to be done before the rain tomorrow, and now we're good to go. All right, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.